Hello and welcome to EdQuest. This is day 23 of our RBI Grade B daily quiz. On day 23, we will do money market, and on following more 2 days, we will see some questions on related to money market. Let us jump to question number 1. Question 1 is, which of the following funds can be raised in the money markets? So there are three options. Three options are long-term funds, short-term funds, or overnight funds. So out of these three, correct answer is B and C, that is short-term funds and overnight funds. So let us understand what exactly money markets are and what this short-term and long-term overnight funds all are. So let us assume that you have a manufacturing unit. Okay, so you procured some material, that is raw material. Then you manufactured goods. This goods was sold to market, or maybe say the first step towards market would be your distributor. So you already have sold your goods, and distributor tells you that for payment you will need to wait for 2 to 3 months or even longer, but let us say 2 to 3 months, right? So distributor is not saying that he will not pay, he just suggested you that it will take some 2 to 3 months. Now you as a manufacturer do have certain obligations, so you will need to go for further manufacturing process. Then you will also need to go for you will also need to meet your obligation towards payment of wages. So these are fixed obligations. You will anyway have to pay wages, and for further manufacturing you will need further raw material. But as distributor has told you that he won't be able to pay you for 2 to 3 months, so you are in a situation where you do not have money to spend on these expenses. So in such a situation, you can see your demand for money is for very short term, right? So in this scenario, whatever way we raise money, it is we called as a short term debts, and these short term debts are raised in money markets. So this was about money markets. In similar fashion, it is also equally relevant for government. Let us take example of government. Let us say this is Government of India. So Government of India knows that in the month of March it will receive all its taxes, but this is like say October or even in June, it has to meet its obligation, for which it may not have money. In such a situation, what Government of India does it issues treasury bills. These are like for very short term bills, and through these short term bills, Government of India will raise money to meet its current obligations. Okay, so this is how money market is. Against this, there will be capital market. So in capital market, you will raise money for longer term. Now fundamental question remains, how do we decide about short term or long term? So any obligation, you might have also learned this in any other subject like accounts or even for economics, that whatever obligation you are supposed to meet which is for less than 1 year, we call it as a short term obligation. and anything which goes beyond 1 year is your long-term obligation. So with this definition getting clear, you will be able to understand that money markets operate for short term. So whatever money you will raise from money market will be available for only or less than 1 year. So let us move to questions. Now question was asking whether which of these three are correct. So long term funds, short term funds, and overnight funds. So certainly long term funds cannot be the answer. So your answer is short term fund, one answer. But what about overnight funds? So there are certain situations when you may need to borrow money just for, let's say, overnight. In certain cases it is overnight, in other cases it could be 1 day or 2 day. So this is again a type of short term raising of money only, which are called as overnight funds. So these are like call money or notice money, we call them, and these all are like money market instruments. So I hope you are more clear. I'm not suggesting that you must be absolutely clear now with the concept of money market, but whatever I have explained should clear you basic understanding regarding money markets. So let us move towards next question. So next question is, which of the following instrument can be issued by a government to raise money for short term period? So we just now we have seen that when government is in a need of money for a short period, it raises treasury bills, that is T-bills. Now many of you have, like, this is, I deliberately put this B and C option there because I knew many of you will mistake government securities as a medium of raising short term money, but that is not completely true. So let us understand what went in there. So whenever government raises money, the instrument which it uses, we call them government securities. So then government securities can be of two types. It can be short term or it can be long term. For short term securities, there are like instruments available such as T-bills. Also there are other other instruments also. But for long term, we have dated government securities. So that is why this government security is not something which is used for a short term period. So I hope this is clear. Now next question is, which of the following is not a money market instrument? So in money market instrument, there are like instruments are used by government, banks, and even corporates. Now let us understand once again money market instruments. So earlier we have learned that in money market we raise money for short term. Now when we are raising money for short term, we generally do it without any securities. There are no underlying securities available, so these are called as unsecured, right? So this is about money market, and we raise money for short term, and there are unsecured securities, so we do not give any collateral. So certificate of deposits are issued by banks for short term money. Commercial papers are issued by corporates. Similarly, there are T-bills, and then there are CBLOs, that is collateralized borrowing and lending obligation. So these are securities which have these are secured with, say, government securities or many other notified securities which are used for the purpose of CBLO. So all these four are money market instruments. The next question is, which of the following financial institution do not participate in money market in India? So I don't know why there is such a variation in answer, but the answer to this question is regional rural bank. So there are cooperative banks which are allowed to operate in money market. Then there are primary dealers. So primary dealers are one who act as a, they will be like, this is RBI, they'll act as an intermediary between other participants and RBI, right? Even insurance companies participate in money market. They generally lend money because since they have a lot of money or they receive a lot of money in premium, they lend money in money market. And regional rural banks are exclusively excluded from operations in money market, as regional rural banks have to um, fulfill specific obligations in rural and priority sector. That is why they are not largely allowed to operate in money market. So that was about this question. The next question is, actually I ended up putting a wrong option in this question. So the question read as, who governs and regulate the money market instruments in India? So in earlier question I had said that this fourth option is none of this. That was my mistake on my part. But uh, options are Securities and Exchange Board of India, Reserve Bank of India, Fixed Income Money Market and Derivatives Association, and Department of Financial Services. So many have marked it as Reserve Bank of India, but the answer is both SEBI and RBI. So let us see how both SEBI and RBI operate or govern and regulate money markets. So SEBI regulates mutual funds, and mutual funds are one of the bigger participant in money market. Sorry. Also, these money market instruments are often traded in secondary markets. So even there is a role of Securities and Exchange Board of India, and that is why both Securities and Exchange Board of India and Reserve Bank of India are the ones who regulate money market instruments in India. So with this I have answered all the questions of today. I hope you like it. Thank you.